This is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's a Friday. It's a replay of today's full show, and Chantel has words to say.
That's right. It's Josh.
And Chantel?
Yes.
No, I think that's backwards, but yeah, it is us.
It is Friday, October 18th. On today's show, dun, 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 archaeologists have found a bunch of Indiana Jones props.
Yeah, like skeletons.
They should have cleaned up after themselves.
Skeletons?
Skeletons. A bunch of folks are going to Cleveland for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony. I'm not impressed by any of the candidates.
You don't think it's going to be a pretty cool thing? Dave Matthews Band?
Nah. The Air Force is doing exercises over East Idaho starting Monday.
That'll be...
Don't be alarmed by...
fighter jets?
Yeah.
And sirens?
Yeah.
And pyrotechnics?
It's okay. It's all pre-planned, guys. Let's see. What else? I have a steaming hot head. Many people may be agreeing. Uh-huh. I survived the longest night of my life.
It wasn't that long. I didn't even have problems. I slept like a baby.
You always do, Josh. You always do. Josh is making pants and shopping for a mustache.
True statement.
Put over his mustache.
Yeah, a mustache on a mustache.
The countdown to Hallmark Christmas has begun. 3-minute hugs are the max allowed. What's your fight language?
Karate. What's yours?
Throat punch.
Oh!
I'm searching for a heated pool so we can practice dirty dancing lifts.
And listen, no matter what, you got to bring more than 50%.
No,
I'm not bringing...
25 is the most I can do.
You got to do better. You got to bring more to the lift than 25%.
26, max.
More. I need more from you.
Someone in this room is a pumpkin head.
A steamy, hot pumpkin head. Hey, thanks for checking out our show. It's live every weekday morning on Classy 97 and on the free Classy 97 app, so you can listen anywhere in the whole wide world.
Whoop-a-doo.
Just download that in your app store. And if you're new to the podcast, we welcome you with open arms. Welcome to our weird. We hope you'll subscribe wherever you listen and rate the show to help us grow. And we're now on YouTube, so if you want to see some of what goes on behind the scenes in the studio, what our faces look like, how Chantel's silent laugh looks because you can't hear it, and even some of our silly life outside the studio, look up Wake Up Classy 97 or Classy 97 KLCE on YouTube and subscribe today.
Now, on with the show.
Yeah.
That's it.
Happy Friday.
Stop talking.
Are we done with the intro?
Cut it.
On with the episode. Oh, it's Friday.
Oh,
yeah.
It's Friday.
Yeah, you can feel it. You know it's Friday when you can feel it.
Friday hits different, doesn't it?
A little bit. And just knowing that, like, the weekend is now here. There's sleeping in on the horizon.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you, if we wanted to take a day that I was like, oh, I don't feel good, today would have been that day.
Yeah?
Yes. It was
You said
chilly
that.
and windy and outside.
Yeah.
And I was all cozy in the bed.
The wind is a howling. As
Yes.
it do.
You 85?
That
wind is a howling.
I'll tell you, I remember when the wind used to just howl like crazy. It's doing that again today. Yeah, sometimes I'm 85. Today might be one of those days.
You are.
Let's see, what do we know? Today is National Mashed Potato Day.
I love mashed potatoes.
Today is Ride to Work Day. Now, normally that happens in like May, so Ride Your Bike to Work Day seems a little strange.
No, not today.
Healthcare Aid Day. Very important to the team of healthcare providers. We know that October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so it should come as no surprise that today is National Mammography Day.
Ooh, get those mammograms.
Yeah, very important. It is Necktie Day. I did not wear one.
Oh, I didn't either.
It is.
But you do know how to tie one.
Uh-huh.
Good job.
Thanks. It is No Beard Day.
Hey.
Should I shave it off?
No. Nope.
Should I?
Nope.
Just go back to looking like I'm 12?
No.
Smooth. You get to see my whole chin?
No.
When it's just no hair?
No. Keep the beard, please. I like your beard. I like you with facial hair. I like you without facial hair too, but I prefer you with facial hair.
But you don't just like my naked face?
I do like your naked face, but I like you more with facial hair.
But all smooth?
No.
Okay.
Keep it.
Developmental Language Disorder Awareness Day.
Oh.
Today.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Chocolate Cupcake Day as well.
Yes.
And it is World Menopause Day.
Oh, no.
Pause for menopause.
No. As someone who's officially going through perimenopause, no.
Okay.
Down with menopause.
I'm sorry, my fault. I shouldn't have brought it up. My bad.
Ew. Menopause.
Ew.
Gross.
Ew.
Ew.
It's so ill.
Let's go back to Chocolate Cupcake Day. Let's talk about that some more.
Do you like chocolate cupcakes?
Yeah. Chocolate Cupcake Day and Mashed Potato Day.
And
What
mashed
could
potato
be
day.
better than that?
Mashed potatoes. Happy Friday. It's Josh and Chantel. We're here in the studio.
We are.
Good morning.
What year was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade filmed?
Is that the first one? Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Well, it came out in 89, 90?
89. Good job. Did
Okay.
you just guess or did you look it up?
No.
Good job. 89. That
80
was filmed in 89.
Okay.
That is the movie where he finds the Holy Grail.
Yes. That is the first one.
Okay. They just discovered, researchers just discovered a tomb, a 2,000-year-old tomb with 12 skeletons buried in it.
No way.
It's where The Last Crusade was filmed, where they found the Holy Grail. And they did some digging. Archaeologists said that they did some digging. I don't know why it's taken them so long to dig there.
They're permits. They've been tied up.
Oh.
No, I don't know. But they found a pit?
They found a tomb, and they don't know who the 12 skeletons are because research into the tomb and the remains are ongoing. But they found a chalice as they were digging.
No kidding.
And they were like, what is this? Maybe it's just a remnant from the movie.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, we didn't take down the whole set.
We forgot all the props.
Yeah, there's a snake pit, too. Interesting.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I was looking at
But also-
some pictures. I mean, that's not movie props, clearly. Like, it's legit old bones.
But I don't see the bones. I saw the chalice, but I don't see the bones.
The chalice is interesting, too, because it looks like it's old pottery, right?
It's
old stone.
It's ceramic.
They don't show all 12 skeletons. They just show one.
Skeletons?
Skeleton. Yeah. One skeleton and then
Where do
that
you see
pottery
that?
thing. Oh, it's just a picture. I just looked up Indiana Jones 12 skeletons because that seemed like the easiest thing to Google, and then I see the skeleton.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's all about keywords when you're searching. You don't have to tell it a whole sentence.
It is in the city of Petra
Yeah.
in Jordan. I was like, what country are they in? They're in South Jordan.
Really interesting.
Indiana Jones, 12 skeletons.
Yeah, Google that if you want to see the skeleton and the chalice. Also, I like calling them skeletons. That's pretty good.
I know.
Yeah, that's like a last name. Hi, I'm Bobby Skeleton.
Jack Skeleton.
Jack Skeleton. Okay, well done. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony is happening Saturday
How often
night.
does this happen?
Tomorrow night, once a year.
I feel like it happens more than that.
No.
I feel like we just talked about this not
Because
that long
they
ago.
announce the nominees, and then they go to
okay.
voting, and then they announce who's going into the Rock Hall, and then they have the celebration. The celebration is tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a multi-part thing. So I thought I'd bring it up as a refresher for who's getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
What
it's
is
the
it?
39th annual induction ceremony. What is it or who is it?
Who is it?
There you go. This is happening in Cleveland. That's the home of the Hall of Fame Museum. And here's the eligibility rules real quick. Artists are required to have released their first record 25 years prior to induction. That's really kind of it.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yep. So in the performer category, these are artists who have created music whose originality, impact, and influence.
I'll tell you if I agree or not.
I know you will. The artists who have created music whose originality, impact, and influence has changed the course of rock and roll.
All right.
There are 5 first-time nominees.
Oh, you're taking so long to get to the point.
The list is in alphabetical order. Are you ready?
Yes.
Mary J. Blige.
Next.
Cher. And it's her first nomination.
I was going to say, Cher is not already in there?
Nope.
Okay.
Dave Matthews Band.
Interesting.
That is their second nomination, and they won the fan vote.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Dave Matthews Band.
Foreigner. First nomination.
Really?
Yeah. Peter Frampton.
So only one person from this category can...
No. These are all going in.
Oh, these are all the winners?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Next.
Foreigner, first nomination. Peter Frampton, first nomination. Cool in the Gang.
Hold up. What does Peter Frampton sing? I don't know Peter Frampton.
While you're looking that up,
okay.
Cool in the Gang, first nomination.
Cool in the Gang.
Ozzy Osbourne,
really?
First nomination. Tribe Called Quest, third nomination. Isn't that cool? Pretty great. Pretty great.
When you say they've had 2 or 3 nominations,
yeah,
that means they've been nominated. They just haven't been accepted before.
That is correct. That is
I'm sorry.
correct.
I just looked up Peter Frampton songs, and I don't know any of them.
Oh, you have to.
Oh, yeah. He has one called While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Yeah.
And I've heard of that song title, but I couldn't tell you what that song sounds like.
Baby, I Love Your Way, Show Me the Way.
Show me.
And While My Guitar Gently Weeps, which I don't think is his song, but I think it's a cover. But Baby, I Love Your Way from Peter Frampton, you absolutely know.
I don't think that I do.
Okay. Well.
All right.
As far as excellence awards, that's given to artists, musicians, songwriters, and producers whose originality and influence creating music has had a dramatic impact on music. Jimmy Buffett. Yeah.
Is this his first time in?
Well, in Musical Excellence Award.
Oh.
Yeah. Dionne Warwick.
That's kind of sad, though, that they have to do it posthumously.
Correct. Norman Whitfield and MC5.
Who?
Chantel.
Who?
They're going to have different performances. So Slash, Sammy Hagar, Kelly Clarkson, Demi Lovato, the Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer Chad Smith.
Sammy Hagar, who we all know is better than David Lee Roth.
All right. They will be honoring Foreigner, who also are slated to perform. Sammy will induct them into the Hall of Fame. Roger Daltrey from The Who will induct Peter Frampton. Keith Eben will perform with Frampton and his band. Dua Lipa will perform Cher, and Zendaya will be inducting her.
Really?
Yep. James Taylor will join Kenny Chesney in celebrating the late Jimmy Buffett, who's getting that Musical Excellence Award. And James Taylor will induct him. Julia Roberts
She doesn't even have... Okay, keep going.
Will induct Dave Matthews Band. She starred in the music video for the 2005 song Dream Girl.
Did she really?
Yes.
Do I know that song?
No.
Dream Girl, not Dreamweaver.
Right. Mary J. Blige will be inducted by Dr. Dre and Method Man. Dave Chappelle will be inducting A Tribe Called Quest. Let's see. Busta Rhymes is going to be there.
Busta Rhymes?
The Roots are going to be there. Who else is?
I don't know.
There's
sounds
so
like
many
a party.
people.
I want to go.
Yeah. It will be streaming on Disney Plus starting at 5 p.m. It is a 3-hour highlight show. No, the induction ceremony is going to be hours long. There will be a 3-hour highlight show New Year's Day on ABC. But if you want to watch the actual induction thing, tomorrow, 5 p.m., Disney Plus, streaming live. Okay. That's all I have to say about that.
All right.
Did I say enough?
That's all we need to know about that.
All right. Very good. This is a cool story. Earlier this week, Tina Perkins, a florist in Parkersburg, West Virginia, wanted to give people a reason to be happy and smile, and so she handed out 1,000 roses to local residents.
Aww.
Yeah. Here, have a rose. Here, have a rose, she said 1,000 times. She was inspired by National Pedal It Forward Day, as in flower petals.
Oh.
It's a special day set up by the Society of American Florists, and she decided to go above and beyond to spread joy throughout her community. She and her team visited various locations, including hospitals, grocery stores, nursing homes, handing out roses with heartfelt cards, and each person received 2 roses, one to keep and one to share. You have to share one.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that awesome? Tina said that the flower giveaway day is truly one of the best days of the year for us because it allows everyone who spends their days dealing with flowers to bring that beauty and joy to the community. So they handed out 1,000 roses to local residents, and you get to pass one on to somebody else. What a great thing!
So good.
Pedal It Forward is the campaign. I think that's really sweet. Petal it forward.
Not pedal.
When you say petal,
Well, you said
it
pedal.
sounds Irish.
Like pedal your bike.
Pedal.
Petal.
It's the same word.
Petal.
That's how English works.
I know.
It's a crazy language.
I know.
Pedal it forward.
Petal.
Petal it forward. I really get into the T on that. Anyway, that's good news.
I like it.
To get you going. Good morning. Some loud noises, some pyrotechnics, some Air Force personnel, all this stuff coming to East Idaho over the next week or so.
What's happening?
Yeah, well, so the 366th Fighter Wing from Mountain Home Air Force Base is going to be conducting some training exercises starting on Monday and going through the end of the month. So for, 9 or 10 days or whatever. And portions of the exercise are expected to take place in the Idaho Falls area. And during the exercise, residents in Idaho Falls can expect to see some of the following: an increase of Air Force personnel, military aircraft taking off and landing at a higher frequency than normal, possible loud attack warning tones, which is like tornado warning siren stuff, the use of giant voice system, simulated opposition forces, pyrotechnics, smoke, and other simulated battle noises.
Cool.
Wild. Yeah. Really wild. So they will start their test. They are trying to generate combat air power stuff while continuing to move, maneuver, and sustain both their wing and subordinate force elements. This is all military speak for simulated dogfighting, I believe.
Yeah.
In the sky above the area.
This
which
is
I think is
happening
really interesting.
On Monday, you say?
Starting Monday and lasting through the end of the month, yes.
Lasting through the end of the month?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So just want you to be aware.
FYI.
And this is a big FYI. Here's the 411. There's going to be some airplane action in the sky starting Monday, going through the end of the month. It is...
Do not be alarmed.
Correct. It is military testing, planning, etc.
Yeah.
Exercise.
No need to be alarmed.
And just want you to be aware.
Tell your friends and neighbors.
So here's what they say. Throughout the exercise, airmen will command and control F-15E Strike Eagles from Mountain Home and F-35 Lightning IIs from Hill Air Force Base in Utah. They'll also be integrating with Air Mobility Command's 19th Airlift Wing from Little Rock Air Force Base in Arkansas. They're going to have all kinds of fun stuff happening in the sky.
Here's what's going to happen.
It's going to be wild.
This is happening starting on Monday, you say?
Yep.
Okay. You know those groups?
Yes, the Facebook groups are going to go, what's going on with all the airplanes?
What's all those alarms? What's going on?
Yeah.
How many posts do you think we're going to see about that?
A lot. I bet someone's already scheduled posts. I think somebody already knows, hey, that's going to be happening. I'm going to schedule my posts about airplanes.
It still won't change the fact
Did anyone see all the airplanes? Yeah. Anyway, just be aware. That's what's going on. It is an Air Force exercise beginning Monday, going through the end of the month. It sounds kind of interesting, and it's going to kind of be like a real air show.
Cool.
Kind of. I mean, just if you see it,
you just won't
stop and look up. Just be safe. Don't get run over by cars and stuff because you're standing in a parking lot where people drive or in the road and airplanes.
Oh.
Yeah. We're all going to turn into kids playing soccer, where an airplane flies over and you forget that you're playing soccer and you're just looking at the airplane going, wow. And then, you know what I'm saying? Stop safely to pay attention to the airplanes starting on Monday. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. And now you know.
Now we know. We recently got a new down comforter on our bed, and it's lovely. But because the weather has been so nice, we would kick it off because it was too much. And so last night, it was a little bit chilly. It was the perfect temperature to like snuggle on down that down comforter. We also have for our head these pillows that are supposed to be chilled so that you have a cool pillow for your head. Either I have a steaming hot head or those pillows aren't working.
Because why? Steaming hot head? What in the world?
Because I woke up in the middle of the night and I was sweating. Like my head was sweating to death. And I go, my pillow is supposed to be cold. Why isn't my pillow cold? And so I flipped it over. The other side of the pillow, cold as a cucumber.
Cold as a cucumber. Uh-huh.
The side where I had been laying on, steaming hot.
Yeah.
From my steaming hot
I could
head.
see the steam.
I know.
What are you talking about?
I have a hot head. Hot.
So body heat escapes through the top of your head. This is fact.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you try taking the pillow out of the pillowcase?
No. That would have required too much effort. I was half asleep, man.
Oh, my fault, dude. Man. If you really wanted to use the chilling effect of the pillow to its full capacity,
take out the
that's
pillowcase.
how.
I know. I get it. I'm half asleep. I'm not taking off the pillowcase. What I also was
Just put your head in it then.
That's what you'd really like, isn't it, Josh?
Yeah. Yeah, put your head inside the pillowcase so that you can feel the cool pillow and also be inside a pillowcase. I don't know. You might like it.
I don't know. I really woke up going, golly, my head is hot.
You did. You woke up and felt a hot head.
Yes.
Interesting.
Hot.
Of all my days and nights of sleep, I've never been like, my head is hot.
The back of my neck was all sweaty.
What is going on?
I have a hot head.
Apparently, steaming hot.
Steaming hot head.
I don't know what to do about that. Take the pillowcase off and see if that works better for you.
All right, I'll try it.
Okay.
In addition to my steaming hot head last night,
yeah, which I'm still processing. But go on. Add to it.
that was the longest night of my life.
Why?
Because that dog of yours.
What about her?
Well, our dog is afraid of everything.
Yeah.
She's a 2-year-old Jack Russell Terrier who is an anxious little thing.
Yeah.
She is scared of everything. She was eating a thing of peanut butter. There's a little pad that you can
the
put
lick
peanut
pad.
butter on.
Yeah.
Put peanut butter on that. She had scooted it over by the dishwasher, but she could see her reflection in the dishwasher, and that was spooking her out. So I had to move the peanut butter away so that
Oh, man.
she's afraid of everything.
She's tough.
She normally sleeps in her kennel in the living room.
Yeah.
And she couldn't do it last night. She was too afraid of the wind. So we had to bring her into our room.
I think, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
What were you going to say?
I just was thinking that maybe we should get her like a little bed thing of her own.
To
like
put in
I
the
know
bedroom?
she's kennel
Yeah,
trained, and I'm good with that. But maybe she needs a thing to lay on over there.
What are you talking? Like in where her kennel is?
That isn't,
just put a
that
bed.
isn't on my feet. Because
No.
I'm not into the on my feet.
No, I
thing.
don't want her sleeping on my bed.
I don't either.
That's awful.
We got to change that.
Every time I moved,
Yeah.
she was like, I guess I'm up now too.
Right.
And she'd get up and then you'd have to spend 10 minutes. It is like living with a toddler. I've said this before.
I know.
That dog is like having a toddler.
Yeah. 2-year-old dog.
I can't do it.
She'll be 3 in April.
Oh, so the terrorist toddler will come out.
Everything will be just fine.
Everyone knows terrible 2s are nothing
Oh,
compared to the terrible 3s.
Right.
That was the longest night of my life. That dog's not sleeping in our room ever again.
No, okay.
She's just going to have to be scared by herself.
We just got to find that small bed and put it over there and go, there.
Stay.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. You're fine.
Go to bed.
Quit being afraid of everything.
Right. But the wind, it made a noise. I don't know that noise.
And I saw my shadow.
Anytime you bring something out of the garage or anything out of a box and you set it somewhere in the floor, she's got to like walk around it for a long time.
I don't know about
that. This is a scary thing. I don't know what this is. That wasn't there yesterday. I know that. And I don't like it. So I'm going to not go in that room now till that new thing goes away.
I threw her ball yesterday into the hall, but it was dark in the corner where I threw it, and she wouldn't go get it. Because it was too dark.
Scary in the dark.
Corner.
Whoa.
Hey, to all the robbers out there, she's large.
Vicious.
She's a big, scary dog.
Yeah.
I promise you don't want to come to our house.
To all the robbers.
To all the robbers.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening to the show.
We did some Halloween shopping a little bit last night because we still need a couple of things for our costumes.
Yeah, I got a little ambitious. I'm a little nervous about it, but I think it'll be fine. Don't make those big eyes at me. I told you how ambitious you want to get. We spend money. That's what your eyeballs just said to me in one look. Just slow down. Big eyes. Whoa. All I was saying was that as part of my costume, I've got to make some pants. And so I went and bought some fabric and a pattern to be able to make some pants. And now I've got to get ambitious. The last time I made pants, I was in home ec in 9th grade.
I have no doubt. Listen, I have no doubt that you can pull it off. I think you have every skill needed to make these pants. I think you will do just fine with making these pants. What I know, though, is that you will neither find the time nor the motivation to get the pants done. That's my concern. And so then the $50 we spent on fabric for these pants, they were $41.
For the fabric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus the elastic you needed.
The $2?
It's $42.
To make pants.
Which is essentially $50.
Yeah, I guess. Girl math.
You tack on tax.
Okay.
And the gas it took to get
All right. Okay. Whatever.
Point of the matter is, I have no doubt in my mind that you can make them and make them look cool. Because you're good at stuff like that.
I don't know if they're going to look cool. They're probably going to look like... The pattern I got was like pajama pants.
Oh, no.
Well, that was on purpose because I don't need them to be anything fancy. I literally just need pants.
Yeah.
But I don't know the pattern, so I'm going to make pants, I guess.
What you should have done
I'm making pants.
Bought a pair of like terrible pants or use a pair of pants that you no longer use on the daily and just cut out the fabric and glued it onto your already made pants.
No. No, I have more ambition than that.
I know.
I'm not going to glue fabric that I want the pants to look like to pants that already exist. That's not it. I'm also trying to find a mustache.
You need a mustache. So we were looking for mustaches. You have a mustache, but that mustache isn't thick enough or long enough.
You're saying my actual mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need a
you need
serious,
a
much bigger,
bushier
ridiculous mustache.
Also, are you going to attach your mustache to your real mustache, or are you going to shave your real mustache?
With little. Yeah, I'm just going to shave my mustache off. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? How are you going to attach your mustache when we get it?
However, it has to be attached. If it's
with a sticky thing.
If it
to
has
your
that,
mustache?
I guess.
Ouch.
Why ouch?
Because when you rip it off, it's going to rip off your mustache hair.
The adhesive's not that strong.
Okay.
I've seen enough fake facial hair in TV shows to know midway through any conversation, half of it's going to be hanging off as I'm talking. It's not that strong adhesive. Okay. But sometimes they also have that little thing that you hook on the septum of your nose.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll have that.
So you're gonna put a mustache on top of a mustache.
You won't be able to see my real mustache behind the other one. So what does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to shave it off and just go with no mustache, just beard. Or do I go, we talked about it earlier, maybe I shave the whole thing off and go baby face.
Okay, here's what else happened. One last story. Because I don't want to give away what we're going to be for Halloween yet. Because
there's pants and a mustache. Sleuths, figure it out. So
we're buying all of our supplies needed to make some of the stuff we need. And the cashier says, "Oh, what you making?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, Halloween costumes." And she said, "Oh, what you gonna be?" And I said, "Oh, you don't know them."
You don't know.
This cashier was young.
Uh-huh.
The characters we're going to be are from, mid 90s. I said, you don't know them. And they're not even the main characters.
There's another clue for the sleuths.
From the show. They're a side character from
they're primary.
show, but they're not the primary.
Okay. They're not the
And so I said,
okay.
"Oh, they're characters from this show." And she goes, "I love them." And I go, "Well, it's not them."
Right.
And she says, "Why would you be anything but them?"
What an elusive conversation. When you take out the subject, the actual names, it makes it harder to kind of
It does, but I
follow
also
along.
didn't appreciate her judgment on my Halloween costume choice.
Right, I'm excited about it. I think the
I think
costumes
they're going to be
are going to
fun.
be way cool.
We got to do some prep work for sure because we're running out of time, but I think it'll be fun.
I
I'm
do too.
excited.
What do we have? We got like 8 days. We got plenty of time. We got
I'm
a week.
excited.
We got a week. I got to build pants in a week.
You can do it, Josh. All you need is confidence
Oh,
and the willingness to try
and
support
some supplies.
and some supply. The list gets longer every
Yeah.
time.
No, that's just that for this project.
You have the supplies.
I know.
Now it's time to get to work.
Okay, fine. Hi.
Hi.
Today is a big day because today begins the countdown to Christmas
Get.
from Hallmark.
Get.
Yes.
Get.
47 new movies across the Hallmark Channel, Hallmark Mystery, and the Hallmark Plus streaming service.
We have a very good friend of ours
Yeah.
who is in some Hallmark movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to find out what Hallmark movies he's in because those are the ones that I want to watch.
Totally
he's
agree.
He's a pretty
Pretty
famous
famous
actor.
guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's very famous.
New movies will premiere every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 8 p.m. on the Hallmark Channel. Lots of people love the Hallmark Christmas movies. It begins today. Today is the day that Hallmark begins their countdown to Christmas.
And they have a Christmas movie every day leading up until Christmas?
Yeah, and the new ones come out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Did you say that already?
No,
And I
just
wasn't listening.
that. They have 47 new ones across all the different platforms. A lot of people like them. A lot of people don't like them.
A lot of people think maybe it's the same story over and
A
over
lot
and
of
over.
people maybe say, isn't the football one? That's a new one this year. The Travis Kelce Taylor Swift, not Travis Kelce Taylor Swift story.
But the Chiefs are in it, and it's all about
Mm-hmm.
bleh.
So let's go ahead and brainstorm a couple of plot points.
Oh, you want to play this?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I don't. Not the game.
Oh,
not
okay.
where I read you the plot and you tell me the name. We'll do that in Christmas time. I like that game.
Okay.
But
I'm terrible at that game.
These are just plot lines that happen very often in these movies.
Okay.
Someone complains about the big city.
Exactly. It's a big city girl going to a small town.
Yeah, I'm back in my hometown. Left my lawyer job behind to
And
go
I
home
left
for
my
the holidays.
Rich boyfriend behind, too.
Right. And then I found my old high school
My old
crush.
high school flame.
That's right.
Who's just running a pumpkin farm.
Exactly. You could write it. Guess what that one's called?
That one's called Pumpkin Farm in Love.
Just Pumpkin Farm. It would just be called Pumpkin Farm, which is fantastic. Let's see. A character has a tight deadline. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
2 characters almost kiss. Oh.
So much tension.
They make Christmas cookies.
That's
these are
the
guaranteed.
whole plot?
No, it's a big plot points that happen in most of these movies. The town goes caroling. Let's all go.
The whole town.
Yeah. We're going caroling with the town. Something else that happens. Someone mentions how much they hate Christmas. Oh, I just hate it. And then they turn around and they go, I love it so much.
Christmas is so nice.
Yeah. Two attractive people bump into each other. Oh.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They just collide on the street and they're like, oh, sorry.
A character rediscovers the magic of Christmas. Oh, it was here all along.
I mean, that's the same as the Bah Humbug character that you just mentioned. That's the same plot line.
There's a misunderstanding between the main characters.
Yeah. These are all the same.
The main characters fall in love. It starts snowing when the main characters kiss.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not trying to poo-poo anybody's Hallmark because there's a lot of people who love it. And they're sweet. They're adorable. It's wholesome. It's fun.
Right.
They're all the same. Let's get some new writing, guys.
But do you know why people love them?
Why?
Because people did research on this. They actually found out that the reason people love the Hallmark Christmas movies so much is because they provide a happy, mindless escape from all the ugliness that we are exposed to every day.
Exactly.
And those couple of hours make people happy.
Okay.
That's why.
It's cute.
And it starts today.
Today, Hallmark Movie Day. There's an airport in New Zealand that is facing some backlash after they posted a picture in their airport that says your max hug time is 3 minutes.
Wait. So if you're welcoming someone or someone's departing, you're only allowed to hug for 3 minutes.
That's the max time, yes.
What
and
if
then
you,
they say, what?
Per hug?
Per hug.
So 3 minutes, separate 3 minutes, separate 3 minutes.
There's always people that find loopholes.
Yeah, that's one of them.
And then the rest of the sign says, for fonder farewells, please use the car park.
Okay, here's the deal. This is like when people are at the grocery store and they run into somebody they know and they hog the whole aisle while they stand around with their carts blocking everything, chit-chatting. It's the same thing. The airport's just taking action here. I'm in support of this. Now, what they need to do is move. They need a zone,
a hugging zone,
just at each gate, so that people
zone,
so that people can go through. Like you got to have it available all over the place, though. You can't just take all the smoking lounges you used to have and turn them into hug lounges. That's
I think they already use those for something else.
They should.
Like a long time ago, they used them they're now like stores and restaurants now.
Okay.
The smoking zones are long gone.
Super.
Already inhabited.
Great. Same concept. Take an area that is of some other useless thing and turn it into a hug zone.
I think a lot of people are saying this is inhumane. I don't think it's as extreme as that. I don't think it's inhumane. But I also think that you should be allowed to hug and say goodbye for however long you want to. Now, I agree that you should do it out of a common area.
If you're clogging up traffic,
people, you should still have some consideration.
But I'm going to say, having flown before, when they're getting ready to board and you're in zone C through F and you're not in priority boarding or A, B, or maybe even C, and you stand up and just stand in line, you're doing the same thing or worse. Okay. Because you're a whole group of people waiting to board your plane, blocking traffic.
It's not your turn yet.
Right.
I get it. I also think life is short. And if somebody that you love is leaving for an extended period, or someone that you love that you haven't seen for a while is returning, and you want to give them a hug that lasts longer than 3 minutes, then by all means do it. Just do it.
Yeah. Are they running around meter maids? They run around and they have a chalk pen and they mark
2.5
on
minutes.
your tire that you've been parked there since they walked by, and then they come back, and if they can still see your chalk mark, you get a ticket.
What's the consequence?
That's what I'm saying. What's the consequence? But how are they tracking? They got that many people sitting around with stopwatches going, your 3 minutes is up, bucko.
Also, what I know about people is, one, they don't read signs. 2, they do read signs and they don't care. They do what they want anyway. That's it. Those are the 2 things I know about people.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, good. We could stand to learn maybe a little bit more.
When you have to sign your name, your signature on a credit card bill, do you...
like when we're checking out at a restaurant or
or
something?
even if you're, let's just say, even if you're signing for a package.
Okay.
You have a signature. Does it kind of resemble your name?
That's what it looks like. Does it look like my name?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I can see...
You can tell there's a J.
I can see a J.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess.
Let me see. What other letters can I identify?
I don't know. T's.
Yeah.
There's a T in there. Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah. I saw a signature yesterday and I went, that doesn't even look like anything that resembles that person's real name.
Just the squiggle?
Yeah.
But it was loopy. I saw the same one and I thought the same thing. I went, that's just you just drew loops.
There are no discernible letters in that.
You drew loops and a line.
So I wonder sometimes, because I have to sign for like packages sometimes at my other job, and they don't care. They don't look at it. They just hold out their phone and they say sign, and I just go flip.
Yeah.
I don't even
I know
sign
people sometimes
anything.
will just do an X.
Yeah, people
on there.
do
They're like,
X's
there you
all the
go.
time.
You got what you need for your machine.
Exactly.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You used to have to be able to sign your name because that was what credit cards needed to show if there was fraud or not.
We've talked a little bit about the weirdness of credit cards in the past as well. Like, you had raised number cards. They'd put the transfer paper and go chunk chunk across the top with the thing so they could pull the numbers off the card to process it somehow later. I don't know how any of that works.
I didn't either.
Such a strange old system. You used to have to show ID in order to use your debit card, and someone would hold up the debit card in one hand and the ID and go, that's the same name. Here's your stuff back. And then signatures, like on your cards now, it says that you're supposed to sign the back in order for it to be valid and stuff.
I don't. Mine's not signed on the back. They still take it everywhere.
I know. They don't even look. They just put it up against the chip machine and they go, and they hand it back.
Well, and that's the thing. Credit card companies say, we don't look at signatures. I don't know why people require signatures anymore.
Was there someone who was, because if you looked at your signature on your ID and confirmed it at the store, they're taking it on the store's word that you are who you said you were.
Yeah.
No one was ever comparing signatures to make sure that they matched. Not one person.
So they are saying we have other ways of detecting fraud.
Yeah.
We are able to reach out to you immediately if we know that there's fraud detection. So signatures really are there just to make you feel more secure. Or they're there because the restaurant wants you to leave a tip.
Right.
So I don't know why we're still doing this.
Right, because again, they're not scanning the receipt and submitting it.
No, because nobody's signing their real name anyway, and if you
it's
nobody can read it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a J.
Right.
But it could be Justin. It could
who
be
knows? Jeff.
Judah.
Could be Jeff.
Jonah. Yeah, it could be Jeff. I mean, no one knows.
Could be Josh. Maybe.
I guess that's right.
It looks legit.
So silly.
I know. But hey, gotta do it. Gotta sign stuff.
You've heard of love languages.
I have, yeah.
Did you know there are fight languages?
Really?
Well, there's a woman, I think she's a psychologist, who's coming up with this idea of fight languages. And I think this is true because we all react in different ways when we fight with the people that we love.
Sure. So let's go to love language.
Yes.
You are a quality time person.
Yes.
Leaning gift.
What?
Leaning, you're primarily quality time, leaning surprise gift.
No, that's the lowest.
No. Like, don't tell me about it. Like, just
no.
Just all of a sudden, here's a nice thing. Not that you expect it, It's a gesture thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. You're not like a material person.
No, it's more of a thoughtful.
Correct.
Hey, I was at the store. This reminded me of you.
Correct.
That's
your tangible.
Yes.
Right. And I am.
I think you're also quality time. I'm trying to remember.
I believe that is correct. It's time. But anyway, go on.
Good thing we work together.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time together.
Quality time.
What do you think your fight language is? How do you think you react when we don't typically fight?
No.
We have disagreements for sure.
But not often.
No.
And,
but
and
you
mostly,
are
I'm a pesterer. Like, that's my thing.
Yep.
Where I'll go like, and then you start talking through your teeth and being argumentative. But then it's like cat and mouse at that point. And then I'm like, I'm going to push this a little further.
Yeah, you do that
because it's a game.
You're pretty good at it.
But that's not a fight. That's just me being an older brother pestering.
It's
you.
mostly,
That's it.
like we don't fight. It's more of an annoyance. Like we get annoyed at each other.
Yeah.
Maybe we've been spending too much
quality time.
And so I'm like, I'm annoyed by you.
Yeah.
I need to get away from you. But I am definitely what they call an extinguisher. Whereas my reactions are what they say are based on detachment, and I want to escape.
You don't like confrontation.
Yes.
So you're an extinguisher.
And you'll say, what I think you are is I don't think it's that one. Probably the negotiator.
Okay.
Or the analyzer.
Okay.
So the negotiator is your reactions are based on connection, and you want reassurance of that connection. So when I escape and want to be left alone, you come find me and you're like, hey, what's going on? Why are you upset with me?
That's true.
And you want to talk
when you're
about
upset, I'm like, what's going on? And you're like, I'm not ready to talk about it.
Go away,
I'm like,
leave me
okay,
alone.
well then I'll just be over here feeling awkward while you're processing. Okay.
So that's the negotiator or the analyzer. And your reaction is logic-based, and you want your reasoning to be understood. You're the both
I would
of those.
agree with that. Yeah. I think there have been times where there have been hard situations or hard conversations, and not necessarily arguments or anything, but stuff that has to be discussed.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I get it, but here's my reasoning, and let me understand your reasoning. And I'm a mediator in that regard too. I'm also I'm not incredibly reactionary. I like to take time to process. So that's another thing. Like I'll eat my feelings and store them away like acorns for winter. And then and I'll look at them on the shelf and go, okay, I got that acorn I got to deal with one of these days.
Yeah.
And they just kind of chill in there.
I do that too. Then there's the 5 fight languages, right?
5 of them.
You're the negotiator or analyzer, one of the two.
All right.
I feel like I'm the extinguisher, but I could also be the amplifier. And my reactions are emotion-based, and I want to feel understood. So I
would agree with that.
Heavy emotion-based, whether it's like bottling up my feelings until they explode into crying or anger.
Yeah, but there are times when you are so confident that you're correct about something that you will be explosive about how you convey that you're pretty sure you're right about stuff. And you go, you're making me so mad. I know I'm right about this. And I go, but are you? Because that's me going like, poke, poke, poke. And you're like, and you get all teeth gritted. It's a fun time.
What I'm sure we both are not are the igniter. This is the last one. These are the reactions are anger based, and these people want to feel protected. So they protect their emotions at all costs, and they lash out.
Yeah, no, that's definitely
we are not us.
It.
That's not us. But we know people like that.
Interesting. Well, I do know some igniters for sure. Yeah. True story. Interesting. So is there going to be a book about fight languages now? Is that the idea?
Is. And there's going to be quizzes. And there's going to be like, what fight language are you?
And you'll be like asking me these individual questions. And
you got it, pal.
And then you'll like have a pencil involved. It's a whole thing. And then you're like, let's see what it says in the back of the magazine. Oh.
You're the igniter.
Right. Your favorite Backstreet Boy is
Kevin.
All right.
This is a crazy story.
What
so
is it? Buckle up. Buckle up. Click. All right. Let's go to
All right,
Crazy
we're
Town.
going back to 1999.
I've been there, done that.
There is a girl named Ghislaine. They live in Brazil. She lives in
Ghislaine?
Ghislaine. She
Okay.
lives in Brazil with her dad.
All right.
She was 10 years old when he died.
Oh.
Her dad died in Brazil when he was shot at a bar over a $30 debt.
He owed somebody $30.
Yes.
Okay.
His killer was originally caught and sentenced in 2013 to 12 years in prison, but he got out early on parole and disappeared.
Okay.
Ghislaine said, "This is not over."
Oh.
She grew up. She went to school to become a lawyer.
She was 10. Is that right?
When he died in
Yeah.
1999.
Okay.
Yes. Then she quit her job 2 years ago to become a homicide cop.
Wow.
25 years after her dad's death, she just found the guy and said, No. You're going back to jail.
Okay, hold on. Now, this is in Brazil, so I don't know Brazil law.
I don't know Brazil laws
Can
either.
you be charged with the same crime twice?
Unsure.
Okay.
She made sure that she was at the station when they brought him in so that she could tell him she was the one who tracked him down.
Wow.
Hello,
So,
my name is Ghislaine.
yeah, you killed my father.
All that.
Yeah. And Nigo Montoya. I get it. I get the reference. Yeah. So, hold on, though. Let's rewind.
Okay.
He went through the legal system to get out of jail, got out on parole early. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Was he charged?
Oh, no. He was out on parole while appealing it.
I see.
And then disappeared. Yes.
So, and didn't show up for
There you
court
go.
and all that other.
I
I was like,
read
where
that wrong.
where we at
I
here?
read it wrong. No,
All right.
yeah.
So then she said, I'm going to find this guy.
Yeah. So she went to school, became a lawyer, and then she became a homicide cop.
Wow.
And she was like, I'm going to find this guy.
So does she continue the career now, or does she go back to whatever she was doing when she was 10?
Whatever she was doing when she was
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. She's like, all right, that's done. Now I'm going to go back to making cupcakes.
What
or
do I
whatever."
do now?
Yeah. No, I'm sure she's made a fine career out of what she went to school for and what she's been practicing.
And she'll become the best
Yeah.
homicide cop
What
ever.
an advocate, right? To be like, no, listen, I've been in your shoes. This is the situation. We're going to do this.
We're going to
She's
solve
got a
this.
motivation to be really good at her job.
Yeah.
I like it.
My name is Ghislaine.
You kill my father,
You
go
killed my
back to
father?
jail.
Go back to jail.
Go back to jail for you. That's the whole thing, right?
I guess.
I'm saying there's
that's
no
the
more
whole
to the
story?
story.
No,
that's the
that's
whole
it.
thing.
That's it.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Thanks for
now
sharing.
you know the rest of the story.
Oh, really? What a throwback to 1999. Is what you wrote down on our notes for the show, is that a real thing?
It is a real thing.
That's really happening?
Yes.
So I feel like at its core, it already is a musical.
It is, kind of, yeah.
But they're making Dirty Dancing the musical.
Yes.
And I feel like, as I said, it's already kind of a musical.
Yes.
I think the story is told through drama, but really told through dancing.
But they're hitting the stage. And
Okay.
I'm actually surprised that it's taken this long to do it. They got a Beetlejuice musical before they got a Dirty Dancing musical.
I really wanted to see the Beetlejuice show, but it was such a limited run, and it was only in New York, and I don't know that it's gone anywhere else.
They just did a traveling performance
Did they?
in Salt Lake.
I would love to have seen that.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be other opportunities.
Maybe.
There might be.
I've had the time of my life. That song. Going to
Yes.
be in it?
They say that they're going to have the unforgettable songs like I've Had the Time of My
Hungry
Life,
Eyes.
Hungry Eyes, She's Like the Wind.
She's like the wind.
Those are going to be in there, but then they're also going to have original new songs.
Well, I would
too.
imagine so, because they have to tell the story through music. But they're going to have the big moments, like I've Had the Time of My Life, Hungry Eyes.
She's Like the Wind.
She's Like the Wind. Are those the big three
Those
moments?
are the big three, for sure. For sure. They're also, and this one I'm not that excited about. I'm excited for the musical because I love a musical.
Right, I know that.
And I love Dirty Dancing. there are also plans to do an untitled sequel film, which is in the works.
Do we need that?
No.
Because didn't they do a remake? Didn't they do like a reboot?
I don't know. Did they?
I thought they did. And maybe I'm thinking of Footloose. Did they do a Footloose reboot? I think maybe I'm thinking of Footloose.
I don't know about either.
They
of
did a
those.
TV movie in 2017 called Dirty Dancing.
They
Yeah.
did. There was a TV movie. Is that what you were just talking about?
And they did the 2017 film. Yeah, 2017. Yeah, that's the same one.
TV movie.
Yeah, made for TV Dirty Dancing. But maybe I'm thinking,
I don't know.
I think Footloose got a reboot, like a modern day reboot. Yeah, in 2011, they did a Footloose movie as well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sequels don't ever. They just
Well, but
don't.
it wasn't even a sequel. It was like a modern day
No.
interpretation.
I'm talking about the Dirty Dancing sequel.
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that.
It's
Like, what's
been-
the story to tell?
Exactly.
You know,
There's no story to tell. Just
we
leave
got
it.
another truckload of watermelons we need to move. What are we doing? Why?
Have you seen Dirty Dancing all the way
Yes.
through? All the way.
Probably multiple times.
Have you?
You've put it on, yeah. I've seen it.
All the way through.
I'm sure of it.
Front to end.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah,
all
I get
that.
it. Everybody knows those lines.
Yeah, and the lift and the whole thing.
Have you seen it all the way through?
I'm pretty sure. Look, if you need an excuse to watch it, you don't have to ask me to be involved. You can watch it anytime you want. We have enough TVs in the house. I'm not going to stop you.
But Josh, then the point is, after we watch it, I'm going to want to dance. And
Feel
I'm
free.
going to need a partner.
Oh, no.
And guess what? That partner is you. You signed up for it.
Something tells me we're going to end up in a pool. There's going to be
Yes.
lift attempts.
Yes.
Not in a lake.
No, that's too chilly.
Oh, Bear Lake, I saw they posted a report. Bear Lake's like 61 degrees right now.
Hey, let's go practice
That's
there.
not warm. That is not warm. I need like 99 to 100 degree water.
No, you'll roast.
No, you
That's
won't.
too hot.
What's your body temperature?
98.
Okay. So if it's the same as my body, it's going to feel neutral.
Okay, so
I
if
want it
I
1 to 2 degrees warmer.
if I can get like a hot tub full of water.
Not like a hot tub. I don't want to like scald myself.
Oh,
But maybe.
you're
But also,
so-
it's not very big, and if you fall, you're going to hit the side. The hot tub's not large.
Okay, well then where are we going to practice,
In a
Josh?
heated pool.
Okay, if I get a heated pool, will
Yeah.
you practice with me?
Sure.
Yes.
I would happily go to a heated pool
Yes.
and watch you try to jump.
Less jumping, more lifting from you.
You're going to have to help. I'm not doing it 90-10. It's got to be a little bit more even than that.
All right, I'll give 20.
You better give more than that, it's a no-go.
You bring 80, I'll bring 20.
I'm bringing
25.
I'm bringing
25 is the
7.
best I got.
I'm bringing 7 and you're bringing 93.
Well, this is going to go terribly.
Oh, I know. I can already see it. I can already feel the water in my nostrils. It's great. What a great time. Friday edition of Would You Rather This or That.
Would you rather have a pumpkin for a head
Come on.
What?
A pumpkin for a head?
Yeah.
I've known some pumpkin-headed people. I have known some pumpkin-headed folks. You look at him and you go, that's a pumpkin head, isn't it? Yeah, pumpkin head.
All right, pumpkin head
Uh-huh.
or bat wings for arms.
No, not that.
So you're going pumpkin head?
Yes,
Why?
because that's functional, at least. I got to have my arms. I can't just have wings with one claw on the end trying
Yeah.
to get everything done. Forget
Tapping
about it.
on your keyboard with
Forget
your
about it. No
pointy
way.
elbow.
No way. My dew claw. I'm not doing that.
Gross.
Nah, I'm taking a
You could
pumpkin
use
head.
your little feet. You could learn how to type with your feet, your little bat feet.
No. I'm not going to type with my bat feet.
Well, you wouldn't have bat feet. You would just have bat wings. And then so you'd have
Right,
to
'cause
learn
I'm
to
not
type
a
with
bat.
your human feet.
No.
Okay, Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. What are you taking?
I'm taking bat wings.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
How are you going to drive?
Like that?
No. Nope. Not like anything like that.
I guess I'm walking everywhere or flying.
You didn't say you could fly.
Yeah, you can fly.
No.
That's a given.
Your body is not aerodynamic enough to be carried by little bat wings.
Are they proportionate?
No, you said bat wings. They're little tiny bat wings with little hook fingers.
That's going to look silly.
Yeah, I know. That's why I chose Pumpkinhead, because that looks more normal. Just a normal guy walking around with a pumpkin head.
Okay, but then is your pumpkin head going to start to disintegrate after a while? Like it's going to start to like slowly break down?
Because it's part of my body.
Yeah, except it's still a pumpkin.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to replace it every couple of weeks.
Oh, I better know a good pumpkin farmer.
My mouth is caving in. Time for a new pumpkin.
I'm just going to walk around all shriveled and sunken in. Yeah, I'm an old pumpkin head. Well, time for a new one.
Good pick.
Would you rather this or that? Well, well, well. We've reached the end of the show.
On a Friday.
On a Friday.
On a Friday. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it, folks. We did it.
Wow. Wow. Can you believe it? What if that was actually the voices that came out of our faces? Oh, wow. It's Josh Chantel.
I can't even remember the voice line.
That's awful.
Well,
I'm excited to have completed a week's worth of shows.
I am excited also.
What did we do today?
Look how excited
What did we do
I
this
am.
week?
What do you mean?
What did we talk about?
Well,
I was just thinking maybe we should recap the week.
Recap the week?
You know an easier way to do that?
What's that?
The podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast, is like shows all the way back to May. Should we go through each one? Since May?
Yeah.
All right. On episode one.
Episode one,
No.
we talked about.
No. Today will be our, I believe, will it be our 97th episode today?
But how
It
many?
is.
How many days have we been doing the show live together? That's the real number I want to know, Josh.
So we started in November of 22? Yeah, of 2022.
22.
So in mid-November, because you helped kick off. Stop it. Stop it. It's not, no one likes that.
Everyone likes it except the person it's being done to.
Done to. It's awful. We kicked off with you and I in November when we launched Christmas music in 2022. So
Yes.
mid-November. So probably like November, 12th, 13th, something like that in 2022?
Sure.
Does that sound about
I
right?
don't know. I was going to go back and look to see if we, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
But I'm just saying, like, we're coming up on 2 years, which
Yeah.
is a big deal because you've almost done radio for 2 years.
That's insane.
I know. Yeah, it might have been. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Maybe like the 18th of November?
Possibly.
Something like that.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, you're coming up. You're like a month away from your 2-year anniversary on the show.
That's crazy.
I know. Which, if there were, 52 weeks and 5 shows per week, minus some vacation here and there and, whatever, 52 times 5 is 260 shows a year. Times 2 years, we've done over 500 shows.
But not quite that many because we've taken some days off.
That's
here
what I'm
and
saying.
there. Oh, okay.
We've done 500 some odd shows.
Wow.
Over 2 years.
Wowza.
I know.
You'd
Next
think that we'd be
week,
getting better.
fools. They pay us to just be mediocre. So today's episode will be our 97th episode.
Look at us.
Of Wake Up Classy 97, which is cool. Which means next week, we'll have episode 98, 99. So like Wednesday next week will be our 100th episode of the show.
Let's celebrate with cake.
We should. We should have cake.
We should have cake. You
It'll
should
be
always
our
have cake.
100th episode of the podcast on Wednesday. So that's very exciting.
Yes.
If you have not listened to the podcast, basically what we do is we take the whole show. It runs 6 to 10 every weekday. And we take out all the music and all the commercials, and we just give you the parts of us talking, the stuff that's mediocre that they pay us for. You get to listen to just that part. It takes about an hour. And so you can listen during your lunch break. You can listen, while you're trying to fall asleep, while you're cooking dinner. You can listen any time of day you want.
You can.
And you can go back and listen to other shows from earlier this week. Maybe you weren't able to listen on Monday and you want to know what were we talking about. You can go back and listen to the October 14th show. Anytime you want. That's what I'm trying to say. We also are all over on social media, and we've got a YouTube channel now, so you can see some video from inside the studio, which is fun. Next week, do you feel up to trying to go live from the studio?
Oh.
We haven't done this yet. We've been talking about it. I've been nervous to hit the button, but I think we need.
Why have you been nervous?
I don't know. It's a new thing. I get nervous about new things.
Let's give it a go.
So next week, at
All we
some
need is the
point, we'll get
confidence
prepared. I know.
and
we
the
need
willingness to
yeah.
try.
and the support system to do it. So you know what we'll do?
What?
I'll do a post on Facebook to kind of ask some questions about it.
Okay.
Because I want to have a good format for us to jump in, because we'll continue to just broadcast on the show as normal when it's time to talk on the show, but in between, when it's just you and me and it's the music playing and stuff, we'll just talk to the folks that are watching the live, and we'll go on Facebook and we'll do the thing, and that'll be kind of fun and a new way for people to participate. So we'll find out some timing, probably like an 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock hour one day next week, and we'll hit the button and see what happens.
The 6 o'clock hour, I'm not even put together yet. Like,
not many are.
Still barely waking up still.
Right.
I can't go live.
There's no way.
I got to get my moneymaker ready.
What's that mean?
That's my face.
Oh, is that right? All right. Well, have a great weekend. Check out the show on demand on the podcast, everywhere you get podcasts, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on socials. Definitely, if you are not following Classy 97 KLCE on Facebook, do that, because that's where we will go live. That's where we'll go live next week. So there you go, Pumpkinhead. Have a great Friday. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.